Founder of the National Association of Government-Approved Freight Forwarders, Nagaff, Dr. Boniface Anyebonam, has recently expressed strong dissatisfaction with shipping companies and port terminal operators over the unauthorized transfer of pharmaceutical cargo to bonded terminals without the consent of importers. The importers, through their freight forwarders, are then asked to be financially responsible in transferring the same cargo back to the port of destination for proper customs clearance. This action has sparked concerns within the industry and raised questions about the integrity of the supply chain process and the port regulators like the Nigerian Port Authority (NPA) and Nigerian Shippers Council (NSC), as this unauthorized transfer not only disrupts the supply chain but also poses significant risks to the integrity of the pharmaceutical product.
The attention of Nagaff has been drawn to that. Many of our members are really complaining that they're having difficulties in carrying out their statutory functions in terms of clearing goods out of custom control, with particular reference to pharmaceutical products. The trade policy on pharmaceutical products is very clear, that all imports in relation to pharmaceutical products, especially finished products, must be cleared out of control of the customs, looking at Apapa Port as a port of destination, or what they refer as mother ports. Tinkan Island Port, of course, airports. Now, there seems to be a problem now coming up, and that problem has to do with the carrier. Many of the shipping companies do not have a space in the mother port or port of destination. And if that is the case, other than dropping those consignments in the mother port, is taken to their outer terminals. But what is coming up now is that if you do that there, you are contravening the port order. The next line of thought again, or what is on ground, is that some of these terminals, for instance, Apapa Port, has outer terminals that they oversee, Sapidi and others. And so, if your cargo goes there, the mandate is to the extent that you have to bring the cargo back to Apapa. So, issues arising from that is to look at the issue of contract of affreightment. So if we now begin to discuss moving that cargo to the outer terminal, even without the consent of the importer, it's a breach of contract, because the importer never asked his cargo to go to that outer terminal. It means that the shipping company is breaching the contractual agreement. It becomes more worrisome when agents, freight forwarders, are just being told to go and bring back the container.
Nagaff urges relevant regulatory authorities such as the Nigerian Ports Authority (NPA) and the Nigerian Shippers Council (NSC) to intervene and ensure that terminal operators are held accountable for any unauthorized transfer of pharmaceutical cargo.
These government agencies are not living up to expectation as far as these shipping companies and the operation in Nigeria is concerned, because there is existing laws and regulations which they're supposed to enforce, but these laws are not enforced, and then these people have a free day and do anything they like. So Number one, the law of Federal Republic of Nigeria should be sacrosanct in anything we're doing in shipping. Because in other countries, you can't go contrary to their law. You see the impunity, this shipping company, look at the issue on the ground now about pharmaceutical products that's supposed to be at the port of destination. And now the shipping company, because you are not regulated, you decided to send it to terminal. And now the trade facilitation are in jeopardy by so doing, and increasing the cost of doing business in Nigeria. Because when an importer is to pay higher in a terminal instead of the port of destination, the mother port, he's sending the cost down to the consumers.
If you look at the custom law, in particular section 19 of the custom law, the power of the custom to control movement of cargo, you will see that the custom is still in order in what they are doing. But for those of us who are involved in freight business, clearing goods out of custom control, we see it as a kind of a setback in the whole process, because the general thinking is that the mother port is supervising the outer terminals, and so it should be an ally to it. And the officers in the outer terminals are also being posted out to those terminals by the mother port. Okay? Yes. So that takes us back to the problem associated with non-remittance of the First Bank of Nigeria, which we, of course, glad to say that has been resolved, as fast as possible. The shipping company are not helping matters, and that is the truth of the matter. They are not helping matters because they don't have any reason to take that cargo to that place. If they do, then they have to take charge of the expenses inherent in that, the vehicle that will take it there, and the other incidentals. But these things are not being done. The importers are being charged.